So for the first time in a long time, we're doing spoilers.
Yeah.
Wherever it is. Spoilers.
They all die.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Nearly.
And Savin Owens.
The moment I was on about, which
let's talk about that first. Let's really talk about this moment.
Well, first of all, Magneto has a family now, and he's not Eric. He's Henrik.
Yeah. And it was nice to see him settle.
He was
finally.
Happy. He was
yes,
smart.
he had a family.
He had a daughter. Although he has a son, but
and he sang so beautifully. So beautifully.
And then they get an arrow
to the knee. No. Basically, Magneto does the one thing which I kind of forgot about that Charles said he would do. Like, he would start saving somebody. He saved a fellow co-worker, a human. And
what does that get him?
And where does that get him? Oh, it goes all up in his grill. The police, did they abduct his daughter? That never got explained. Like, that never got explained. She's there and then she's not.
Maybe.
What happened? Like, someone needs to kind of...
I think Eric should have reported them first before...
Yeah. So then...
No, but...
So the police...
But that moment I was on about, like, he just had that look of, like...
When he realises they've got his kid. And he knows. He's just like, oh, no.
Like, he's such a powerful actor. He's so good.
You can just see, he's literally like, my world, it's coming down. Everything he's built up for himself and his family, it's just gone. As soon as he sees them, it's over. It is over and done. And just
the moment where
everything, body language.
The moment where his daughter was a mutant, it was like,
oh,
she's one of them. I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. And then
the guy's like, but the worst thing was, it was an accident.
Because he reacted to the bird.
As it was just in shock. Oh my god. Oh. And not only does it kill his kid, it kills his wife because she's holding the dog.
I didn't realise that at first.
I didn't. I was like, oh my god. And then, oh god, when he starts crying. Oh my god, that was too much. A single line, my babies. Yeah. And that got
just right crying. Just like that, I got like I literally got.
It got Sophie crying. It got me crying. And it was just like
I was just like.
It was like
that was the moment where I just got hair. And I'm a hairy guy, so when so I realise when hairs stand up on me,
it means business.
But when every hair on my body stands up, I know.
I think what made it so chilling is there was just no sound. There was no sound.
Yes, yeah.
It was just that single thing, and you just knew. He was like, okay. At that moment, Henrik's gone. Magneto's back.
Magneto. The one. What did you say then? The one line when Apocalypse. X-Men films are known to drop one F-bomb because you can do that in PG-13. In First Class, I had Wolverine say
go fuck yourself.
Say go fuck yourself, and then in Days of Future Past, I had Xavier say to Wolverine fuck off, and then
he misquoted Wolverine.
He did misquote him, and then you have an Apocalypse. When Apocalypse turned up, you had Magneto turn around and go like, "Who the fuck are you?"
And I was just like, that's great.
It's Magneto, just
Master of Magnus.
God. Just called out on God and went, who the fuck are you?
He may as well have said the welcome to die line. That's how good it felt.
It was so
Master
badass.
of Magnus.
Without a seaman badass, it was just so cool.
Going back to the one thing I want to say is, I mean, it was just, do you know what it was? Because again, we thought we saw Eric hurt.
In his lowest low.
In his lowest low, his family have been taken away from him again. And it was just like, this guy can't catch a motherfucking break.
Whereas Charles, he gets paralysed and he goes bald, so neither of them can really catch a break in two different spectrums.
Like each other's Jonah, you know what I mean? So, but it was just chilling when you saw Magneto turn up at work and then just shut all the doors. I was like, oh, this is going to be something we need to talk about Kevin. There's going to be something like that, and it was just chilling. Magneto had a lot of chilling moments throughout this franchise, but that one was the most chilling of them all.
No, I think Storm has a pretty chilling franchise. It's chilling moments. Get a cushion, create Storm.
Shut up. But speaking about Storm, I liked how they introduced her. I like how, and this has been Mystique is the hero everyone looks up to as well, despite her being... that was really good. Didn't expect that.
No.
At all.
One spoiler thing I do want to say.
Alright.
About the Apocalypse thing, what was on about when Quicksilver just started batting around Apocalypse. That
cool.
moment which I was like, that's cool, but would Apocalypse really allow that to happen?
Yeah.
And then he didn't.
Yeah.
And he was like, stop it. You broke his leg. And I was like, oh my god, like no. And the end battle was an existential battle.
It was like
It wasn't blowing up New York and destroying.
It was literally the world. Like to think, it wasn't just America. It wasn't just exclusive to America. This was the full world.
They weren't just destroying cities and Johannesburg
New York,
and Metropolis. They had an existential battle towards. And when like Xavier went to Apocalypse, yeah, we're connected. Yeah, this is my house now. And you just started like going out Apocalypse.
It's the fact.
I was like, get it, Charles. And then at that moment again, Apocalypse was like, okay, I've had enough of you punching me. I'm gonna
actually like be literally the bigger man and just grow. And the fact that Magneto's powers were like unlocked to like its full potential, literally like the iron and ores in the earth. He was the master of everything. He literally became a demigod.
He did. Yeah.
He became a demigod at that moment. I was like,
that was some Last Airbender stuff, right?
I was like, oh my god.
No, yeah. Dude, we need to talk about one thing though.
Alright.
Weapon X.
Right, there's a moment.
This is the moment had me biggest freaking grin I've had in a while.
Yeah, this made
because I did not know Wolverine was even in. I didn't know Hugh Jackman was even in
No,
this
I
one.
didn't. So there's this moment where they're going into like one of the bases and they're trying to find Mystique and like because they've been captured. And there's just this big ass steel locked cage.
You just hear,
and you hear growling. And at first I thought it was Wendigo. I was like, are they going to really use Wendigo now?
I thought Sabretooth.
Yeah, we were like, what the hell? And
I don't know why it's Sabretooth.
like, what? And Sophie said, it's going to be Wolverine. I was like, I don't know. Like, this is just me wanting to see Wendigo. Don't know why. But
I like Leo Schreiber, so I just kind of want to see him.
And then when he stepped out in the Weapon X like helmet and the shorts and that, and I was just like, oh, they're doing the Weapon X back!
Oh, but it's when he just went ape. When he went wolf, not ape. Wolf.
When he went like wolf. It's because that scene unlocked it as most pride. That's just primal rage right there.
Like he didn't say anything. He was just. And then he just like sliced up people with blood.
Like he wasn't Logan, he was Wolverine. It was Weapon X.
That did feel like a nice setup too.
Alright, like
a nice setup as in terms like, oh, if we're gonna get violent Wolverine.
There was literally big pan shots, blood up the wall on the floor. I was like, whoa, like this is. It's hit the fan. It's broke the fan.
That was so.
That was intense.
Like that was an Easter egg, but that wasn't like.
It wasn't like, oh look at no. It was just like it made sense to the story.
Yeah.
It wasn't just putting there like
that happened.
It wasn't like, look at the birdie. Plop. There we go. It was like
because you know how many people expect, oh, is Wolverine going to join them now? No.
No. He doesn't join them years later. If you refuse them once, he's not going to take the offer.
In his mind, that happened. Like I mean,
like
he doesn't realise that he helped save them because that was future Logan.
It was just so good. It was such a good moment. It was just like,
it was.
This franchise does fan service right.
It does, but it's not in your face. It's not.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, by the way, like you know, this makes sense of the story, and you get to realise it's this. Mm-hmm. It's not just like, there's the story. Look, what's this? It's fan service. Go.
And then they're just doing that all the time.
No, this actually made sense, and I freaked out over that. Absolutely freaked out over that. Oh, I'll tell you what was really I thought was like, oh wow, was the first time that Xavier senses Apocalypse, and just because I've never felt power and his eyes go black, I was just like, oh, what's going on? And he's just screaming.
When Havoc died.
Yeah, totally was not expecting that. Like that was really sad to see Scott Summers, who's usually portrayed as this kind of like cold, very upper lip guy of the X-Men. Obviously he's a kid here and he's just lost his brother. Like, damn, these films deal with a lot of dark themes. Loss is a big theme. And
it's not just like, oh, he died. Never mind. Let's make a shawarma joke.
It's like literally like this deals not only with loss, but how people cope with loss and the effects of loss, and it is pretty impactful. Mm-hmm. Sabanur lost his whole kingdom and his life.
He did.
Like, everyone's dealing with loss. And it's just... you don't realise stuff like that upon reflection, how much... You know, like, Magneto's lost everything he has. That's why he's so...
He's the king of loss of this.
Yeah! God damn, you know... If his head wasn't attached, he'd lose that as well. But Charles, at one point... Lost his hair. In Days of Future Past, he lost everything then as well.
He did.
I mean...
He was a junkie.
Yeah, he literally was a junkie in that movie. And... I mean, what... I just... Oh, one thing I will say, I know we're kind of jumping back and forth, steps spoilers. Did not expect Jean Grey to go all Phoenix on Apocalypse's ass.
Oh, that was cool.
That was really good. And it wasn't like the really naff Phoenix.
I'm glad about that as well. Like how like
it was
Jean Grey was almost the one to save the day.
Because she's a really powerful mutant, and I think she gets overlooked a lot sometimes. But
maybe because of her poor portrayal in previous ones.
Yeah, I mean it's just dead. Oh, but this Jean Grey Turner was amazing as Jean Grey, and. Just the fact it did Phoenix, but it wasn't like this whole like it wasn't just really crap. It was good.
Help me.
It was good. It was really good. I didn't expect Apocalypse to die at the end, but did he though? Because he said something. He said like all has been unlocked or something before dying. I was like, whoa, hang on, like. He said something before he died that made me go, hang on a minute, like that.
No.
I think something like all is revealed or all is unlocked before getting obliterated. So I was like, wait, does that mean he's not fully dead? Or is he just like, oh, I now...
Well, Psylocke legged it near enough.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Like, are we going to get a Psylocke rogue solo movie?
I know what you mean, she's gone rogue, not her and Rogue team up.
Yeah. Are we going to get a solo movie of Psylocke?
I don't know.
Oh, I just love that moment where Storm's like having like an existential crisis because she's like, Apocalypse, the guy who made me this way, but then there's Rogue as well,
No.
Why do I keep saying Rogue?
Did you want Rogue in this film or something?
I think it's because I keep thinking about the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past. But oh no, Mystique's there as well, and I have to choose, you know. And it's just... Oh, the end fight, my God. Was amazing. And the fact that Apocalypse was literally just like bringing the world to knees. Yeah. Literally taking buildings apart and remaking a pyramid. I was just like, what? That's great. That's insane. But
yeah.
It wasn't like, boom, 'cause I could. Buildings down.
I did a pyramid.
It's like, I'm actually going to destroy this, but make some use out of it as well.
Well, I mean, it's like he's sending all the missiles just up.
I was like, you cannot reach God! And I was just like,
he didn't...
God, whoever wrote...
He didn't flipping just go, let's blow up the world!
Apocalypse's dialogue in this movie was amazing. It was just so good. I loved everything he said.
I have a feeling that what Apocalypse was in this film is what they wanted to do with Ronan the Accuser in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, like a big threatening, actual, like,
instead of a generic, bland, blue guy.
It's like, I'm gonna kick ass. I didn't kick ass. It's like,
well, Apocalypse did.
He nearly destroyed everyone.
I mean, I don't know, if he came at me, I might end up being one of his also.
I would.
He's quite convincing.
Yeah. Oh, and then... Oh, Moira McTaggart was back.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That was nice. That was so nice.
Xavier.
He's not smooth at all, is he? Just look her up. Looking up.
I'm going to check her out. Check out.
It was amazing. Oh, it was great.
Oh, he got smitten.
I just love that whole like thing of between him and Hank McCoy. Like it was like, I say Charles. Like yeah. I know.
No,
you're a player.
It's like, what have you looked up? No. What must have creeped twice?
But it doesn't matter. What was it?
But I did it. But it didn't do it. I haven't done it in a while.
This gave me everything I could have wanted. Like I don't think I could have asked for much more.
I didn't want a big city explosion.
I just didn't think that's not Apocalypse's style. Realistically, it's not. Because you know why? He's in control.
He doesn't need to blow up the world. Why does he want to do that?
He could just do it.
He could, but why would he want to?
Like, why? Like, he wants to rebuild his kingdom. It was good at the start, though. Like, death to the false god.
Yeah.
And see, like, the original Four Horsemen there. I was like, oh, cool. Like,
yeah,
that was nice.
The end credit scene. What exactly was that about?
I looked it up. It's something to do with
because you knew.
I literally had to look it up a bit before. So I'm going from comicbookmovie.com, and it says we see a besotted man walking through the remains of the Weapon X cleanup program. Yeah, cleanup. Wolverine did a lot of damage, removing the blood, bodies, and bullets. Yeah. And a suited man retrieving vials of Wolverine's blood labelled Weapon X and placing them into his briefcase, which contains other vials of different colours. Slamming shut, it is labelled Essex Corps. Now the big question is, when will we see him? Considering the fact that Wolverine 3 has been casting a lot of scientist types, Essex Corps being the big bad of that movie could work, especially if they use the blood to create the Wolverine clone X-23. You know, there's the female Weapon X who has the 2 claws, that's X-23. Could be doing that.
That'd be cool.
Wolverine facing X-23. I would like to see that. I want to see that.
Who would you have as X-23 then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I need more time to think about that.
I would need to look up X-23.
I'll show you X-23. You guys can look up for yourself. So we've looked it up, and you know, we kind of get the gist.
That would be cool if that happens.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I think it's good.
Well, I have said to you before many times, like, I just find it really cool, like, just like a woman kicking ass.
A good badass female character
against a guy who just kicks ass as well. And the fact, could you imagine, like,
oh, the choreography is gonna have to be so good if they go down that route.
Julia Stell from the Raid 2 is
yeah.
Hammer Girl.
Yeah, imagine that. Be awesome. Not only does Magneto like get a lot of loss in this film, but my God, he's just never allowed one moment of chill. Apocalypse is like, oh yeah, we're gonna test your powers, but we're gonna take you to Auschwitz. It's like you cold-hearted son, you son bitch. Like,
we're gonna Auschwitz, man. Really? Really?
Why have you brought me here? And it's like to unlock your power. It's like you don't give a shit.
You didn't need to do that here.
The one thing that they addressed in this, which I kind of never understood, was Sabanur like crafted. He's like, here is a gift, basically for joining.
It was the helmet.
It was the helmet, and I always wondered why did they not take the helmet? Why did when Magneto left the stadium in Days of Future Past, why did he not just go get the helmet?
He gets like a new helmet every film.
I know, it's like, god damn it, he must have like a collection of them at home.
So guys, thank you for watching our review for X-Men Apocalypse. I almost said Days of Future Past. X-Men Apocalypse. And what did you guys think? I'm curious to see what's with the split opinions.
Yeah,
about this
mixed
film.
opinion. Tell us why you liked it, tell us why you didn't like it.
Tell us why you're wrong because you didn't like it. I'm kidding.
You know, but yeah, honestly, let us know because we're open to different ideas.
I am curious about why it's got this much. Yeah, but yeah,
and don't say because it's not proper Marvel.
It's not Captain America. And you can check out the description below to see the Facebook page and the Twitter links to everyone in the Heel crew. See what we're tweeting about. What have you been tweeting about?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been tweeting about hype for this. Because I watched Man of Steel recently, how good that was. General comic book and horror movie hype. Been trying to get people geared up for lots of new exciting projects that are coming up this year.
I've been tweeting about how I love the fact that AJ Styles clash Roman Reigns on a steel chair.
Yeah.
So good. And anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and we shall see you later, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.